Lesson 10 is about adding style to your website. And again, remember that there are many parts to the lesson, like small parts that you have to do. And if you do these little small parts, it'll help you with modifying your own website. So this is one of their lessons. This is not your website. Part 2 of lesson 10, all they're asking you to do is what changes is this new language making to the page. So they're asking you to look at the style.css sheet, and you can see that there's an H1 tag here, and it says that the color is blue. There's an H2 tag here, and the color is red. How is this language different from HTML? Well, this does not look like a tag in HTML. In HTML, we would have brackets around the H2, and we would have a close tag at the end with the content in the middle. This has the squiggly brackets at the beginning and end with commands in the middle. Make sure at the end of each command that you have a semicolon. Okay, so here it says find the code in the style sheet that's making the heading red. I'm going to go to version history and I'm going to start over so that you can see what it looks like. So the heading is red. We go to the style sheet, we can see where it says color is red. It says change the color from red to a different color. So if I backspace all the way to the colon and I type the colon in, the menu pops up to give me choices. So I can scroll down and I can put any color I want, add my semicolon, and now the H1, all H1s on this page are going to be blue-violet. So the thing about a style sheet is it's an external page that is not a part of your website. It does not have content on it, it only has commands. And when you link it to your HTML page, it tells your HTML page what to do. So if you read at the top of your page, there are instructions and there are explanations for what these things mean. So we're not going to worry too much about values of colors, but I do want you to look at how the code works. So this is an H1 command set, and you're going to be making rule sets or command sets like this. So H1 is the selector, so that means that anything you tell it to do for an H1, if you tag that page with it, all H1s will follow that command. So the color is red, color is the property, red is the value. Why do I need punctuation? The punctuation such as the curly braces, the colon, and the semicolon help the computer to understand the rules in the rule set. So what is a style sheet? A style sheet is a document that controls how a web page will appear. CSS is a language that controls the way the content on the website appears. It uses rule sets to change the look of a page. For example, an H2 tag, if you link the CSS page to your HTML page, all of your H2s will be blue and cursive. Okay, so on the next part, part 5, it says find the CSS rule set in the style sheet that determines styles for H1 tag. Use the same pattern to write a CSS rule set that will determine the style for an H3 tag. So H3, open the squiggly bracket, hit the enter key. So color, Okay, now all of our H1s are blue violet and our H3s are crimson. Okay, I'm going to skip to fonts and styles. So you can change the font family or the font size. It's in pixels, so I could make it a little bit larger if I want it. Okay, we're going to go on. Actually going to skip to the part where you are modifying your website. That's going to be the last two parts. You need to go through each part though. If you follow all the instructions, you'll be able to add the style to your page. So how do I add a style sheet? Here's the link. So when I create a style sheet, add CSS, it's not letting me scroll down. Okay. So here's the new style sheet. If I right click on it, I can rename it. Whatever I name it here is what I'm going to need to name it in the link. The one that I've actually put code on though is my style.css. So I want this style sheet to affect my index page. Therefore, I need to add this link, and style.css needs to be the same as this. So when I add this link to my home page, then the style that I put here affects my home page. Okay, so then we will save this. That's how you add style to your website. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.